Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back to Learn Automation. This video will focus on the extent report version 2. Previously I created the same video, but we got the new version, and in the new version, you will see the syntax is totally different. So I'm just creating a new video on this. Previously, I posted the same article with this advanced Selenium reporting. So in this video, I covered part 1, but since we got the new version that is a little bit advanced and you will get some new features. Today we'll talk about extent version part 2. What exactly you will get after this tutorial? So today we'll talk about how to download jar, how to add into project, then we'll create extent test and we'll add logger. Then we'll see how to capture screenshot, add into report and add a screenshot in failure. And finally open the same report in the same browser. So if you have not covered the previous part in which I covered how to capture screenshot and how to capture screenshot only on failure. So I already created two videos for the same. You can refer my previous video. I will directly show you how you can use this. So I will simply open extend report. So this is the site you will get, extendreport.relevantcode.com. So previously we created for version 1, but today we are working with version 2. So I will select version 2 from here. So here you will find some couple of tutorials which already someone has created by Sunil Patro and some other guy by Richard. And if you want to see how exactly will this, let me show you. Yeah, we extend report sample here. So this version will create this type of report. Okay, you will get pass percentage as well, and you can add multiple test case. Okay, remaining functionality is same, but here they have added some category section. You can categorize your test, so you can explore this. In version 2 they have a couple of more options, so I will show you with the small one, basic one, and remaining you have to explore. How you can download this, if I go back and if I click on version 2 here, yes, download. Let's check where we will get the download option. Yeah, so here they have one option called Maven. So if you click on Maven, you will get this dependency. So if you're working with Maven project, so what you can do, you can simply add this dependency into your project. But if you're working with a simple project, you can download the jar file. So how you can download this, just copy this artifact ID. So I will simply copy this artifact ID. I will open a new window and I will simply type Maven repository. Just type Maven repository on Google and it will give you Maven repositories. Then you need to search for that artifact which we copied. Yeah, so this is mvnrepository.com. Here you can search the other repository as well. So we are going to search extent reports. Click on search. You will get the one option. Simply click on the first option. And here you can see I'm getting so many versions like 2.31, 2.4. So let me go with the 2.5. So if I click here 2.05, so I will get this dependency, and if I want to download the jar, I will simply click on download. So it will start downloading the jar file. So once you have this jar file, you can directly add into project. So let's say this is our project that is already created earlier. So I will simply right click on this and I will go to build path and I will click on configure build path. Click on add external jar and you can select extend report 2.01 that we downloaded right now and click on OK. So right now we downloaded that new version and we added into our project. Now what I will do, I will simply create a small test just to show you how you can create extend report version 2. So I will say smoke test. I want to do some smoke test, so I will create one package called smoke test, and here I will create a new Java class. So let me go to new and let me create a new Java class, and here I will say verify title. Yeah, so click on finish. You have this test ready. Now we will be using TestNG here. So if you are not familiar with TestNG, then you can refer my previous tutorial which I have created for TestNG. So what I will do as of now, I will simply create one test called verify blog title. So this is my one test that I am going to write now. I will use annotation test. So it will ask me what exactly this test is. So I will say import from TestNG, and I will create one more method called tear down. So what exactly it will do, it will run once your test will complete. So this method, I will surround with after method. I want to execute this test once, uh, this particular method once my complete test case will execute. So I will select import after method. So now we need to work with two classes here. So one class is extend report. You can select this extend report. You can select extend test. And if you're wondering how I'm getting this option, so simply type, just let me click on save, just type exten and use control space from your keyboard. So it will give you all the relative suggestions. So I already created a reference for extend report, and I need to create now reference for extend test. So I will give name this as uh, logger, because this is going to log our steps. So for extend test I used one variable called logger. So this is all, you can say, global variables I am creating so that I can use across my test. I am creating one global variable for WebDriver as well, so that I can use this driver inside my test and after my test. So let me quickly write a 3 lines of code that will simply verify my blog title. So I will start a Firefox browser, then I will maximize it, then I will capture the title. uh, no, let me pass the URL as well, right? So URL, I will pass my blog URL, so http://www.learn-automation.com. So this is my blog URL, and I will show you, I need to capture a title called Selenium. So let me show you. So if you open my blog learn automation, so if you put mouse over here, it will show you the exact title. So the title is Selenium WebDriver Tutorials hyphen free Selenium tutorial. So I need to verify this title. So what I will do, I will see whether this title contains Selenium or not. Okay. So what I will do, I will start capturing the title. So I will create a string variable, say title, and I will say driver dot get title. So what it will do, it will capture the title, and you can see still it is throwing one error because it is asking us to import a Firefox driver. Now once you have this title ready, now we need to verify, right? So for verification, I will use assert of TestNG. So assert is a class available in TestNG that will help you to verify some of the output. So I'm verifying title as of now. So I will give one condition like if title dot contains Selenium. Here S is capital. So what this test is doing, it is simply capturing the title, and using assert I am checking if title contains Selenium, so it will return you true, and once assert true will return, means accept true, it will pass my test. In case it is uh, failing, so we need to write a small piece of code here that will check if test is failing, that what action we have to take. So this is the previous example that I have covered. So if you have not sure how to capture screenshot on failure, then refer my previous video. I covered the same approach. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are storing that result, okay, in a result variable, and we need to use one I test result here, and I will compare. So whatever test will it will execute, whether it is pass or fail, all the information will come here. So I will simply check if results dot get status equal to failure. So if test case will fail, what it should do, it should capture a screenshot. So already in the last tutorial we have seen how to capture screenshot. So we created one library, right? Utility dot capture screenshot. So what it will do, it will accept the driver. We'll pass the driver here, and it will ask you give me the screenshot name. So screenshot name I will take dynamically. So I will use this result variable here, and I will call one method called get result. Sorry, get name, because I want the test case screenshot name. So I will keep screenshot name based on my test case. So our test case name is verify block title. So what it will do, it will capture this particular screenshot, and a screenshot name will be verify block title. So if you're not sure what exactly it does, I will show you what exactly this method will do. It will simply take a screenshot. So this is what we have covered in the previous video. It will start it will create one TS object, and it will capture the screenshot in terms of file. Our screenshot will go into this location, and whatever name we are passing, it will create a screenshot based on this name, and finally it will return you the screenshot path. This is very important, guys. Capture screenshot will return you the path of that screenshot. So you can see here I'm returning dest, and dest is nothing but a destination of a screenshot. So what I will do, I will capture this. I will say screenshot path. Now this is our regular script that we generally do, right? Now we need to create extend report. So I will start creating. So I will say report equal to. So this is the extend reports object I'm creating here. So I will say, sorry, new extend reports. So you can see I'm getting so many options. So I will select the first option, which will ask me give me the file path where exactly you want to store all this report. So here what I will do, I will try to store all this in a report folder that is present under my C drive. So I will give this location, and report name I will give learn automation dot html. Now once you get this report object, we need to start our test. So I will say report dot start test, and you can see it will ask you give me the test name, plus it will return you extended test object that we already created here on top. So it will return you that logger. So let me give test name is test 1 verify blog title. So this is my test name that will appear on our report, and what exactly it does, it will return you extend test object, so that already we created. So once you have this logger, now you are completely free to use this logger. I will use this logger here, logger dot uh, log log status. I will say log status dot info browser started, and let me give this info here actually. So once my browser is up and running, I will try to add this log here. So once it will maximize, I will say browser started, and once it will open that URL, I will give one information like application is up and running. So I will say log status dot info application is up and running. So here it is capturing the title, and finally here I need to uh, give one status as pass, because once this assertion will pass, I need to give some information to the user. So I will say log status dot pass, and here I will say title verified. See, once it is done, definitely we need to give some pass, right? So till here I used log status dot info, but here I need to use log status dot pass. And if our test case fail, definitely our uh, control will come here. So what we will do here, uh, we will try to add screenshots. So I will say log and log status. I will give log status dot fail, because if our control is coming is this block, it means definitely our test has been failed. So here step name I will say uh, title verification. Here actually it is asking you give me the screenshot, sorry, that particular step detail. So I'm giving title verification, and here you can give this screenshot path. So whatever screenshot we are capturing using this particular API, I'm simply passing that screenshot here. And once you are done, just come out of this for loop. I will say logger dot and I think we need to use reporter here. Report dot end test and pass this logger, and finally say flush. So previously this flush was not present and they added this flush this time. So once you are done with this all activity, you can say report dot end test, pass the logger which we are using, and say report dot flush. And now the requirement is every time I don't want to go to my folder and I want to see report. So once I'm done, I will simply open this report. So whatever report I am creating, it will simply open the same report. So in this case, we have this liberty now because we already created global variable driver. So whatever report it will create, I will directly open in the same browser. Okay guys, so let's run this. Let me do a quick recap what we did here. We created three global variable. So extend reports and extend test. These are two classes that is coming from the jar file that we downloaded. So I created two global variable. One is report, one is the logger. I created global variable for WebDriver as well, so that I can use across my test. And you can see I'm using this driver here in this method, and I'm using driver in this method as well. That's the reason I created this as a global variable. So using this extend report, I need to create object of this class, and it will ask you uh, where exactly you want to store your HTML file. Once you're done using this report, you can say start test, and you can give that test name. Let me give a verify block title only. So once you use start test, you will get object of the extend test. So object name I created logger here. Now you can start working with your regular script driver dot equal to new Firefox driver maximize. And once it is done, I will say browser is started. I want to give this as info, so I have said a logger.log, log status dot info, and like this I'm opening my blog again. I'm giving one info section. Now I will capture the title and I will try to assert it. If it is done, I will say simply pass, otherwise it will come into fail category. So let me fail this test case. Okay, so in my blog title, I'm trying to search for Google keyword that is not present. So definitely our control will come here and it will start failing my test. And once it is failed, it will capture the screenshot. It will add into my report. I will simply end my test. I will flush the report, and finally I will open that report in the same browser. So let me run this. So you should watch previous video that how I'm calling this capture screenshot and how it is returning me the exact path. And you should refer one more video which talk about this particular method and sorry this particular approach. So you can see the browser started. Now it is looking for my blog, and net speed is slow, so it's taking some time to load particular URL. And now if you have noticed, so it has not started because it was giving some page not loaded issue. So you can see here definitely my test failed because title I'm looking uh, for Google. So you can see here I give two info sections, so two info section, one fail, and test views fail, and this is the pass percentage. Right now we had only one test case, so pass percentage 0, and you can see it's giving test name is verify block title, and it has not attached this screenshot. uh, Maybe we miss one method here. Let's call that method. Sorry. So let's use attach capture. Actually, we need to call one method called add screen capture. So once you will get your blog URL, sorry, that screenshot that you have captured, once you get that particular screenshot path, you can call one method called add screen capture and give the path of that screenshot. It will return you one string. So this string you can pass here. And let me go to this library that we created. And here I'm printing. So in spite of printing, we can directly, no, let's find. So let's run it again. And this time I hope it will start opening. So let me check whether we have given URL is correct or not. Learn-automation.com is correct. Let's run it again. So it has started my test. So you will say it will start our test, and once it is done, either pass or fail, it will give you a report in the same browser. So it is loading my browser, and you can see my blog has been loaded. Now it will try to see that title as Google that is not present. So that will definitely fail our test, and you can see it is opening the report directly, and you can see it has been failed. That is expected. Now if you see here verify block title, so here it is saying browser status application up and running, and you can see it failed my test case and directly it attached. So it has attached my complete screenshot. So like this you can start working with this report, and you can explore it. There's very good documentation is available for this, how you can initialize this report, and how you can change all the settings. So right now I'm using this default title, and you can see titles coming, extend report 2.0, headings, everything you can change here. You can just check this documentation. You can create categories, you can assign categories based on the test cases and so on. So I will give this up to you. You can explore this API, and let's see whether we have covered everything. We have seen how to download jar. We have added that jar into a project. We created extend test. We create a logger. We have seen how to capture screenshot and add into report, add a screenshot in failure, and open report in the same browser. So I hope everyone is clear with this concept. If you still have any doubt, you can drop me an email on this email ID, and for full code that we have written, you can visit my blog. So the code which we have written here you will find on my blog. So even if you don't want to write, it's perfectly fine. Just go and download this source code. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.